What is up, guys? Welcome to Mckill TV. This is a video podcast, something I've been wanting to do. It's a good way, I think, for me to interact with you guys, answer your questions, maybe give you some insight about what is to come on the channel. And I don't know if this is something that people are going to be into. I don't know if it's just kind of like a little experiment, something I've been wanting to try out. I've been interested in doing this for a minute to kind of talk about things on the channel, and that's kind of the stuff we'll be discussing, especially in this first episode. It's kind of like the pilot episode or whatever you want to call it, where basically I just intend to kind of like give you guys information about what's coming up on the channel, talk about I'll answer a couple messages that I got from people and kind of discuss those and give you guys like updates about what's coming up on the channel and kind of what my intentions are going forward with the Mckill TV channel. If you have subscribed to my channel because you enjoy the retrospective game videos, then don't be alarmed, because those are still coming, and that's what the channel is basically going to still continue to be. But I do want to put out videos like this to kind of inform people who are subscribed. I don't expect these videos to necessarily bring in views from outside of like my subscribers, or to even get subs off of maybe these kind of videos right here. This is more or less just to kind of inform you guys, interact with you guys, get to know you, answer your questions, let you get to know me as well, and also kind of let you know what's coming up. First and foremost, I kind of just want to let you guys know, as far as like social media and stuff like that, this channel doesn't really have a lot of social media, but we do have an Instagram, and that's where I promote most of my stuff. Mckill_TV on Instagram. I promote all videos that I do. As soon as they come out, they go up on there, the story, the feed. I'll also post about upcoming videos that I'm working on, as well as just other goofy shit. I like to post funny stuff and make people chuckle. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in getting updates for this channel, that's the best way to do it. Mckill_TV on Instagram. Follow me over there for updates about Mckill TV YouTube channel. If you guys are interested in seeing me get on other social medias, let me know. I don't really have other social medias that this channel, as far as the channel is concerned, but I would be open to it. I just don't really understand, I don't really know where people would be interested in following me at. But Instagram seems to be the place as of right now. If you guys want to see me on Twitter or something like that, let me know. I don't really plan on doing a whole lot in like the way of like status updates or anything, but as far as like sharing and promoting my videos and interacting with you guys, Instagram seems to be the way to do it. Not opposed to making like a Facebook group in the future, but I'd like to see my channel continue to grow before I were to do something like that. And yeah, I mean, this is kind of like the pilot episode of the video podcast. Is not going to have an audio only option, unless it were to take off. Maybe I could do that in the future, but right now we're just trying to see if this is something people would be interested in and interacting with, as I kind of answer some questions and messages that I have from a few people, and discuss what's coming up on the channel. Also talk about stuff we've done on the channel, and I'll start right there. If you missed my last video, we covered Max Payne. Is a video I would like to see do a little bit better than it did. I thought it was one of the better videos I did, man. Come on, go check that shit out. I know Max Payne's old fucking game, 2001, but I feel like we did a really decent job on that video, and I feel like it deserves a little bit more love than it's gotten so far. So go back and check that one out. Came out about 2 weeks ago. And also before that, we did Splatterhouse 2010. That one was a pretty decent video too, so go check that out. Hit that like button, support the channel. I also want to say what's up to my channel is still growing. We've been a channel since June, July, and when we first started this channel, I didn't really know exactly what kind of content I was going to do. I just know that I wanted to do YouTube. I enjoyed editing videos and talking about shit that I enjoyed. So I knew that I wanted it to be like a horror channel or a gaming channel. I just didn't know which one. But yeah, I started this channel back in June. And initially, like my first couple videos, we were talking about horror movies. We were doing countdowns, like top 15 horror movies, top 15 found footage horror movies, and those are still up on my channel. You can go back and watch those. Really old, 2021, June, summer 2021. That's where the channel started. That's where we originated. And then eventually decided, you know what? I'd like to really cover a game. And my first game that I decided to cover was Silent Hill 2. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And yeah, so we did a retrospective of that, and it was kind of rough around the edges. I used like a really shitty editor for that, and it was the first one I had did. So looking back, I'd like to have gone back and maybe done that one again. But yeah, as far as like, you know, as far as like this is concerned, like this like little video podcast thing, I don't know how long this will be. I'm just gonna cover some shit that I want to say and interact with some of the questions that I got, or some of the messages that I got here, kind of answer those, and also ask for suggestions in the future. If there's something a game you would like to see covered on my channel, you know, maybe DM me, let me know. I'm open to a lot of different things, you know, across all platforms. Only thing you probably won't see me do is like modern games. I'm not interested in covering a lot of modern games. If I were to do that, I would like to do like let's plays and like playthroughs and stuff like that. But right now, I just don't currently have the setup. But as far as like covering the game, I'm not interested in covering modern games. But I am open to, in the future, when I get everything, I can get the setup that I need, to doing like playthroughs and maybe making like a Twitch and stuff like that. I just don't have the setup right now. But in the future, that's something I would like to do. What is coming up on my channel? I want to discuss that. I know if you follow me on Instagram or whatever, I've mentioned that I was going to try to put out 2 videos a month, and I think that's kind of realistic. But also, I don't know if you guys know or not, but I'm a regular dude who works regular jobs. YouTube is not my job. It is a passion thing that I do out of my spare time. It's a hobby. So, and it takes a lot of work to put these videos together. So it's not realistic to put like a video out every week like I did at the beginning of the year. 2022, to start the year, I think we were on fire, dude. We were doing like what, 6-7 videos in a row there. But I feel like I was rushing those videos because I just wanted to get content out, as opposed to really putting out quality that people want to sit down and watch, and giving good commentary that people want to listen to. And moving forward, I would like to do that. I would like to take more time on these videos and put out good stuff, you know. And for people that are subscribed, like, that's one of the reasons I wanted to cover that is, I don't want you guys to like unsubscribe. Well, this guy doesn't put out enough videos, I'm unsubscribing. Ugh. You know, don't be like that, man. Give me a chance. You know, I'm a regular guy. It's a small channel, and it takes time to put these videos together. That's why I'm interested in maybe doing things like this, is to put out content. Meanwhile, while I'm working on like 3 videos at once, which is what is realistic right now. That's what we're doing. And I don't moving forward. Also, like, I just don't want to put timelines on when content is coming out. It's just, it makes me feel like I need to rush to get something out because I said I was going to do this, and you know, it's like you end up putting out a video you're not you're not satisfied with. And I want to put out good content. I want to give good commentary. I want to give interesting gameplay, things like that. This is funny. I got a message from somebody. I'm not going to mention names because it's kind of a negative comment. It's not negative, but it's kind of like a nitpicky comment saying that I spoil games. I do retro games. All the games that I've done are old games that if you haven't played by now, you probably shouldn't be watching retrospective videos on, because I do deep story dives. I do character analysis. I do reception. I talk about the ending. I do things like that. I had people, not people, but I had one in particular person comment saying that I ruined a Condemned game for them, because I did both of those Condemned games back in January. And yeah, we did a full game. We talked about everything. I showed pretty much a snippet of about every part of that game. And those games came out in 2005, 2008, dude. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm spoiling that for you, I'm sorry, but like, you should have played it by now. And if you hadn't, don't be watching my retrospective videos. So it's one thing I want to say to people who are subscribed or thinking about subscribing. If you are worried about me spoiling a game that came out years ago, it's probably not for you. I do not cover modern games, so if I were to like cover a modern game that just came out, I would not spoil it for you. But we are talking about games. We are putting games from the past back into the spotlight to discuss, to talk about the story, to talk about the characters, to talk about interesting things about the game, what made the game cool. And it's not for people necessarily who haven't played those games. If there's a game on my channel that you haven't played and you want to play it, go play it. Don't watch the video. This is for people to come, like, or that are fans of. Like, I covered old Silent Hill games, for instance. Those games came out years and years ago, and those videos they're meant for people who have already played the game. I just wanted to discuss it, put it back into the spotlight for a minute, and talk about what made those games great, talk about the story, the characters, and what made them scary, and things like that. So, don't be, if you're worried about me spoiling a game, don't watch it. If a particular thing on my channel, maybe just pass it up and make sure you play the game first. I just want to say this too, like, I'm a small YouTube channel that's still trying to grow. Like I said, we've been a channel since last June. It's not quite been a year yet, but it's getting close. And it's been a struggle to really just kind of like grow the channel. You know what I mean? I'm still figuring everything out. I have put out videos that I'm not necessarily satisfied with because I'm just trying to put out content. And I realize it's not the way to do it. I want to keep the subscribers that I got. But, and I feel like sometimes that makes me feel like I need to rush something out, or if I see the channel get like some growth, I feel like, man, we got to put out some more content. I want to keep growing, but necessarily that may not be the best way to do it going forward. So I just want to take my time and stuff like that. Appreciative of other YouTubers that do have bigger channels and bigger followings that have taken time to, like and watch my videos and give me positive feedback. Appreciative of all who have done that. It gives me confidence moving forward, and it also makes me feel good that your big YouTube channel, you're a big YouTuber and you were able to take time out of your day to watch a video of mine that you were interested in. So that's cool, and I wanted to just like give a little shout out to everybody who has kind of like shared my videos and to their audience and things like that. It's been really cool, man. Like, I really couldn't express how much appreciation I have for those who have done that. It's helped my channel grow a little bit, and it'll continue to help it grow for those who have continued to support. And I also try to support people who support me. Like, if you're a YouTuber and you support my stuff, I'm also going to support your stuff and like it and share it as well. Yeah, I had this question here. Like, people say, you got a horror gaming channel, but you cover no Resident Evil. I actually did cover Resident Evil. It was one of the first videos I ever did, and it's no longer on my channel. I covered Resident Evil 8, and it was just poorly done, and I had just played through the game, and I really didn't have any gameplay or anything. It was just me sitting down, talking about it, discussing it, and just showing like screenshots of the game. It was really odd. I deleted it, obviously. That's like one of the first videos I did. And but I'm not opposed to covering Resident Evil in the future. I just feel like there's so many Resident Evil videos out there, and I love Resident Evil. I played them all, and I wouldn't be opposed to covering them. It's just I haven't jumped the gun on that yet because I see a lot of Resident Evil retrospectives and reviews and just analysis on YouTube as it is. I feel like it's a game that I really don't understand. I don't really know what more I could add to that. And if I feel like there's something I would. But if you guys are interested in seeing like Resident Evil on my channel in the future, comment, or message me and let me know. Like, let me know if it's something you would be interested in. I'm not opposed to it, but that's the reason I haven't covered it yet. And I actually did, but that's the reason just haven't moved forward with doing more of those. Coming up in the next couple of weeks, I've been working on the controversial game Hatred. If you're not familiar with Hatred, it was a adult-only game that is no longer available anywhere that I know of to purchase or play, because it's a game based, the premise of the game is mass shooting, and it is controversial, and it is an adult-only game because it's just really violent and just kind of little bit morbid, and to really cover that game, I'm not so much covering the game or defending the game. I'm using the game as like a vessel to kind of really talk about violence in video games, as opposed to like comparing them to like real life situations. Obviously, you know, and I've done this in the past. You know, my Manhunt and Manhunt 2 videos, those games were controversial when they came out. They're murder games, you know, they're based about murder. They're kind of brutal and violent and gruesome. But those 2 videos are my 2 top videos, combined for almost 4,000 views, if not more. And so it seems like controversy is interesting to people, and people want to hear what you have to say about it. And so that's why I'm doing the video on hatred. You know, I'm not doing the video to get underneath anybody's skin. I'm not defending the game. And I think you'll hear that in my commentary when that video does eventually come out, but it's probably not even close. It might be close to being halfway done. I don't know exactly when that video will be out, but it should be my next gaming video when we do release my next gaming video. It should be hatred. I've been working on it for a while, but I've kind of hit some roadblocks, and just continue working on it. But that's the next game coming out on my channel, is hatred. Mass murder simulator ? We're gonna kind of discuss, you know, is it really that? And if it is, we're just gonna take a deep dive, guys, and it's gonna be a controversial deep dive into that game and its story and setting. Kind of a fucked up game, but we're gonna jump into it. So you can expect that coming up. What else? On my channel, we used to do horror movie like countdowns. I don't know if I mentioned that yet or not. We used to do like top 15 horror movies, stuff like that. I would be interested in maybe coming back with that, but I just want to know, I want to kind of gauge interest. Like, would people be interested in seeing me talk about like horror movies and stuff like that? That's something I really like, and I really enjoyed the few like videos I did back when this channel first started, covering those, but I just didn't promote them really well, and so they didn't do really well. So I kind of moved on and did different shit. But I wouldn't be opposed to maybe bringing those back and doing them a little bit differently and promoting them a little bit more and seeing if people are interested. But I'd like to know if anybody would be interested in that. So comment below, DM me, whatever. Let me know if there's something particular you'd like to see, or if you'd just like to see anything in general. I'd like to maybe bring that back if people were interested enough in doing that. Yeah, and as far as like content coming out, I can't put content out as often as I would like to. I work a regular job like a regular person. I have a family. March has been kind of crazy. I just had vacation, and you know, YouTube is not work. It's not a job for me particularly, but it takes work to put videos together and to put out good videos. So like when I was on vacation, dude, I didn't want to sit down and put a video, work on my videos. I just wanted to like relax. I don't get many vacations and stuff like that. So March has kind of been a slow month for the channel. I put out Max Payne back at the very beginning of the month, and you know, if you want to check that out, go check that out. But I would like to put out 2 videos a month moving forward, and we'll see how we can do. You know, I'm not, like I said, I don't want to put timelines on things, but I want you guys to understand, like, you know, content is coming. It's in the works, but just don't get impatient. Don't unsubscribe because I don't post like everybody else does. Like I'm trying to make quality content for you guys to check out. So just kind of bear with me, man. If you guys have any suggestions about games and things like that you would like to see on the channel, comment, message me and let me know. I would like to see what you guys would like to see. I don't want to do anything or like spend time making videos that people are not interested in. So feedback is very welcome. You know, if there's a particular game or something like that, or an idea you might have, feel free to let me know. Yeah, I don't know how often we'll be doing these like video podcast things. We'll see if people are interested in them. I feel like it's a good way, especially here in this like pilot episode of kind of like discussing the channel, letting you guys know that I'm open to your suggestions and feedback. as long as it's positive and constructive. I don't really respond to negative. I don't get a lot of negative on this channel, to be honest with you. I've gotten a very few negative. I've had people comment on my retrospective videos, calling them summaries. Oh, this is a summary. This ain't a retrospective. But that's kind of part of a retrospective. We're talking about it. We're talking about the story. We summarize the story. We talk, it's whatever. It's what I'm not opposed to that kind of stuff. It's just like, be cool. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still learning as we go. And that was like some of my early videos they'd be commenting that shit on. So whatever. But I'm not opposed to it at all. Like, just understand, like, like this infancy stages of this channel. Still figuring out YouTube as I go. I know I've said on this channel before, I like to cover music, but it's as much as I love music and would like to cover it, it's so easy to get like copyright strikes on your channel. And I don't understand how you can really cover music and not actually be able to play the music and use the music without getting copyright hit. I don't know exactly how that would work. Maybe other people do it because they're able to keep their channels up and use Patreon as a way to keep making money and stuff like that. I don't make money off YouTube at this point, and that was never my goal, was to make money off YouTube. I just wanted to do something as a hobby. I enjoyed making videos and talking about shit that I enjoyed, and I also just wanted to connect with like-minded individuals, talk about games and things like that other people enjoyed, and connect with them. But yeah, I would like to cover music one day. I just don't understand exactly how I would go about it without getting in my channel in trouble. But yeah, maybe that's something in the future. If you have any ideas for that, I'd be open to hear it. What else, man? I've had people message me back when my channel first started. We did a little series on my channel. It was Is Our House Haunted? It's me, my wife, and my daughter. We did 7 episodes. Kind of like ghost hunting episodes, doing spirit box. We really did think the house was haunted there for a little while, because I have some haunted stuff, and some weird stuff happened, shortly after I had purchased that stuff, and it just kind of made for it kind of interesting. And we had a horror channel, and so we kind of did like this little series, and I feel like it had this little like niche following of subscribers who actually subscribed to my channel just for those videos. And after I took those videos down, those kind of people just kind of bailed. Some of them did. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all still sticking around. That's why I'm asking, like, if you've seen those videos. We did like 1 through 7 of Is Our House Haunted, and then we tried to do like a longer video, like an hour format episode of Are We Haunted? But that video kind of bombed. It didn't do very well. We didn't have a lot going on in that video. It was kind of just, I want to do stuff that people are interested in. But if for some reason people were to comment and like let me know, like, hey, we missed those videos, I wouldn't be opposed to trying to bring them back. I just really didn't really gauge the interest on those. They were fun to do. I enjoyed putting those videos together and stuff like that. I just don't really know if people, after that last video bombed, I didn't want to spend time filming episodes of something that people weren't going to watch. So, but if you guys were interested in that, let me know, man. I'd have to know it. You'd have to let me know. And I would really consider bringing it back, because the family enjoyed making those videos. I wouldn't be opposed maybe actually going to haunted places and doing shit like that for the channel as well. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how interested people would be in watching that, because this is become a retro gaming horror channel, and it will continue to be a retro gaming horror channel. And if you subscribe to my channel for those particular things, you're going to continue to see those. I mean, that's what we do, and that's what we're going to continue to do. But I'd also be like open for other ideas, such as like the comment about me covering Resident Evil games. I would be opposed to covering Resident Evil games in the future, but also maybe do like countdowns, like maybe talk about my least favorite Resident Evil and count all the way up to my favorite one, or Silent Hill the same way. Do my least favorite Silent Hill and count all the way up to the one that I think is the best, and maybe do videos like that as well and kind of switch it up. Other videos that you guys can expect, other videos that I'm working on. We're doing a video on Forbidden Siren, which is a horror game that came out for the PlayStation 2. It's a Japanese horror game similar to Silent Hill. That's a game that you can expect to come out sometime after Hatred video releases. That'll probably be one of the next videos we work on. I don't know exactly. I'm not putting any timelines or any kind of order on them, but that's a game that I'm getting gameplay for, to do a video on. I'm also planning on doing Silent Hill Downpour, one of the best, in my opinion, the best Western made silent horror game. And I think it's one of the most underrated, most hated on Silent Hill games. So not get some of the hate, but I kind of want to do a deep dive on that video, be like a longer video, and we would kind of talk deep dive on Silent Hill Downpour. That would be cool to do as well. So that's another video I'm planning on doing. I'm also gonna mix in there some more PS1 games, because that's the console I grew up on, man. And I like covering old games. I like the nostalgia of putting an old game back in the spotlight for a minute and really remembering what made the game great. So in between those bigger videos like Silent Hill and Siren and Hatred, you can expect more videos like PS1 and N64 and maybe some other PS2 titles in there as well. I don't know exactly any kind of order or what exactly I'll be working on as far as those are concerned, but those will drop and those will continue to be out. Kind of wanted to use, this kind of video podcast thing as a good way for not only for me to interact with your guys' messages and comments and answer those and give you feedback, but also as a way for you to get to know me a little bit more. I don't usually get in front of the camera anymore. After I started doing retrospective videos, I kind of like to just doing the commentary and stuff like that over videos, but I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just really didn't understand exactly what I wanted to do with it, but I figured at least for this first episode, we just kind of discuss the channel, what we're going to be doing, and maybe in the future videos you guys can suggest some topics and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind maybe not talking only I wouldn't be opposed talking about upcoming more modern games. If something good were supposed to come out, if you guys wanted me to research something that you guys are interested in me discussing as well, if you want to suggest topics and subjects like that, I wouldn't be opposed to any of that. Talking about life, current events that are happening in the world, I wouldn't be opposed to discussing any of that stuff either, as well as maybe my views on religion and kind of just talking about some of the shit that I've been through and stuff like that, so I don't really know, these episodes are going to be different. Ultimately, I think they'll be front loaded with information about the YouTube channel, but maybe, somewhere in some of these other episodes, we'll discuss other things as well. I don't know how long they'll be. I just sat down and started recording today. I had a few things on my mind I wanted to kind of get out for this first episode and see how this episode did and see if people were interested in it at all. I don't know if it's going to be 20 minutes or 30 minutes or less, maybe longer. I don't know. In the future, I might be doing an hour. I may just do 20 minutes. I don't know. Depends on how interested people are. Like I said, I don't like sitting down and working on content that people don't want to see, man. So we'll see. We'll see how it does. So yeah, man, it's just YouTube is just something that I enjoy, man. I really enjoy working on videos and putting out, talking about games that I enjoyed and stuff like that. And one thing I want to improve on going forward is my commentary overall over the top of the video. Like I said in the past, I've put out videos that I feel like I could have did better on. So I'm not in no hurry to rush anything out and just to put content out. If you guys are subscribed to my channel, just expect that videos are going to come out. YouTube is not my job, so I can't just put out a video every week. Like I said, we were on fire at the beginning of the year and we were able to put out a bunch, but that's not realistic for somebody like me who works a regular job and has a family and other obligations and responsibilities. I can't just sit down and work on YouTube all the time, but I would like to do it more often as I could, but we'll see. All I'm asking is for you guys not to unsubscribe because maybe I don't post enough. I'm going to be posting. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be posting, maybe expect, like I said, maybe 2 uploads a month. So, maybe like in March. It might be less. Like, you know, this month's just been crazy for me. Getting Max Payne out was a big deal, and then working on Hatred. But I'm not pushing that Hatred video out before probably the end of the month. It'll probably be April before that one comes out, and I'll be surprised if I get it out before then. But I'm not rushing it, like I said. Not in the business of rushing anything anymore. You know, length of videos, another thing I wanted to discuss. I have some videos that I've done that are less than 10 minutes. Did kind of like quick little dives on some of these older games and stuff like that. And I have videos that were longer than I wanted them to be. And Condemned was one of them. I wanted both my Condemned videos to be less than 20 minutes. They were both close to 40. They're like 34, 35 minutes long. You know, I showed a little bit more gameplay in those and talked about them a little bit more than I thought I would. So, also give me feedback on that. Do you guys like the longer videos? You like the shorter ones? Hey, what would you like to see? You know, I like doing deep dives and showing gameplay and things like that, and showing cutscenes and shit like that about older games that we haven't played in a while. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I like. But if you'd like to see like more just quicker videos, more commentary and less, you know, maybe gameplay, let me know. I need feedback on stuff like that. I don't really, you know, I'm kind of like in between. Like certain games I like to do deeper dives on and show more gameplay, and I have more things to say about. And then there's other games that are kind of older that are kind of easier to cover and easier to kind of like get to the point, you know. You know, if you guys have any feedback, do you like the longer videos? Do you like the shorter ones? I think really for me, I guess it just depends on what game we're talking about. I can expect, like when I do the Silent Hill Downpour video, that it's probably going to be long. And then the Hatred video that I'm working on, I don't know exactly how long that one's going to be. It's not done yet, so I don't know. But right now it's pretty deep dive, and I don't know where I'm going to wrap that one up. So I just kind of just like to know, man, how long do you guys, you know, think these videos should be? I'd rather not do 40-minute videos. I've done a few, and it's not my favorite thing to do. It's, you know, unless I have a lot to say about the game. You know, my Silent Hill 4 video, I felt like we put a lot of good commentary into that one. It's an older video, but it's a more underrated video on my channel. I try to push it out and promote it as much as I can. But yeah, I'm not sure, you know. Videos like that were deserving of, I think it was 36 minutes or something. And, you know, my Manhunt videos were both over 30 minutes, or close to it. But I had a lot of things to say about that game. So I guess it just depends, but let me know. I would like the feedback either way. Let me know what you guys want to see. What else, man? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could do, like, in the future, do like a Q&A kind of thing. You guys send me in some questions or some suggestions. I'll answer them or discuss them in these types of videos. And so send those in if you guys have things to say. I'm not sure exactly how often these videos will come out. Maybe once a month, something like that. That I'll do like this update, kind of like video podcast thing. I'm not interested in doing. It's just going to stay like a video podcast. It's just for the subscribers really on my channel. I don't expect this to bring in views or subs. This is more for the people that already support me. I kind of want to give you guys information and get to know you guys and answer your questions and take in your suggestions and feedback as well. And also let you get to know me a little bit more. That's kind of the point of doing this. So, I think that's about it for episode 1, guys. What I gotta say, follow me on Instagram, Mckill_TV. Right there is where you're gonna get all the news about the channel and things upcoming and things coming out. And when things drop, they'll be up there first, and you'll see it, and you'll know that new content is out on the YouTube channel unless you're subscribed and have the notifications on. You also get that as well. So follow me on Instagram _TV. Also go back and check out my last 2 videos, Max Payne retrospective, which released almost 3 weeks ago, and also Splatterhouse 2010 we covered. Go back and give that one a check out. I think both those videos are pretty decent. I continue to get better at this. I'm gonna continue to try to put out more quality, and I'm hoping that my videos will continue to get better and better as we go on. And I'll editing better commentary. I'm still figuring things out, man. So let's see. Yeah, that's it, man. Stay tuned for that controversial hatred video. It'll be coming out in the next couple of weeks. Don't know exactly when, but just stay tuned. Maybe follow me on social media. I'll post it there. Hit the notifications bell, and you'll get the notifications when it does release. But I think that's it for episode 1, guys. This has been Mckill TV's video podcast update. We'll do more of these. I don't know how many more we'll do or how often we'll do them, but if you guys like it, and just let me know, and send in some suggestions. DM me, comment below this video as well if you feel the need, and in the next video we'll discuss some of that, and also discuss other things as well. It's not just going to be about the channel all the time. So like I said, we'll discuss life and current events and whatever you guys want to talk about, man. I'll open up about everything. It's whatever. This is something that's new and interesting. I'm kind of experimenting with it, and we'll see what happens. If people are interested, we'll keep doing them. If people aren't, I won't. It's just like with anything on my channel. If it takes off and people are interested, I'll keep doing it. If they don't, I'm not going to waste time doing too much of it. So that's it, man. That's episode 1. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Also, if you go back and watch older videos, be cool, man. Be cool and like the damn video. I think a lot of people watch my stuff and they may actually like the video, but they don't take time to actually click the fucking button. Do that, man. It helps me out. Like, this channel needs help. Like, we're little, we tiny, bro. We ain't got fucking 3,000 subs like y'all do. So, I want that. I want the 3,000 subs. So help me out, bro. That's it. That's episode 1, guys. It's Mckill TV, and I'll see you guys in a future video.